Flavors and Knowledge is a bilingual podcast focusing on gastronomic education in relation to a healthy lifestyle through food first. Our philosophy carries a moral obligation of sharing sensible knowledge to generate social awareness. Podcasts are in English with an accent and Italian.
Welcome back, dear friends. I'm Chef Walter, and this is Flavors and Knowledge. In this episode, we will analyze what is considered the finest cheese of all, the Parmigiano Reggiano. At the end of this podcast, I'll share a recipe worthy of trying. But let's discover the qualities of this product, which is favored by chefs, gourmands, and just about anyone else I know. The cheese is listed as a PDO, which means Protected Designation of Origin, the name of a geographical region or specific area that is recognized by official rules to produce certain foods with special characteristics related to that location. The origins of Parmigiano Reggiano date back to the Middle Ages, thanks to the work of Benedictine and Cistercian monks in the area of the Po Valley, who, between the Apennines and the right side of the River Po, reclaimed the wetlands and started cultivating the fields with a variety of cereals, hay, and pasture necessary to feed the cows. But let's find out about the actual technical process which distinguishes the product from any others. The cheese is a cooked and unpressed hard cheese, produced with raw cow's milk, obtained from animal reared in the production area and fed mainly on local organic fodder. It's produced with milk taken from the evening milking, which is left to rest overnight in stainless steel vats. After it has been partially skimmed, the evening milk is added to the morning milk in a characteristic copper boiler in the shape of an upside-down bell, so to speak, without any type of additives, and it's purely clean of unwanted elements. Natural whey is then added to the milk, and the mixture is heated to a temperature of 90 Fahrenheit. Calf rennet is then added, and the milk is curdled for about 12 to 15 minutes. The curd is broken into small grains before being cooked until it reaches a temperature of 130 Fahrenheit. After the grains have settled, the mass is lifted out of the boiler and cut in half. Each half is wrapped in a linen cloth and put into wooden or metal molds, where the cheese obtains its characteristic shape and a casing marker is incorporated into the rind. The alphanumeric code identifies every single wheel produced. The wheels are then marked with a special marking stamp which embosses the dotted inscription Parmigiano Reggiano, the serial number of the dairy and the production date and the year of the rind. This is followed by the salting process, which involves the wheel being immersed for about 16 to 20 days in a natural saturated salt solution. The wheels are then left to ripen on wooden shelves in a temperature and humidity-controlled environment. The stage can last anything from 12 months to 2 years. Only cheeses which pass a strict selection are marked with the Oval 5 brand after 12 months of ripening. The appearance and the flavors are truly both unique. The cheese has a cylindrical shape with a diameter of about 15 inches and a height of about 10 inches. The wheels weigh at least 66 pounds and have an average weight of 92 pounds or so, and the rind is natural golden yellow. The cheese is also hard, with a color that varies from pale to deep straw yellow. The texture is minutely grainy and flaky. It has a delicate flavor and a fragrant aroma that is savory but not piquant. It is produced within the territory of the provinces of Parma, Reggio Emilia, Modena, and Bologna, which are on the left side of the river Reno, in the Emilia-Romagna region, and in the province of Mantua, on the right side of the river Po, which falls into the Lombardy region. And so the cheese is actually both in Emilia-Romagna and the region of Lombardy in a different geographic area. Of course, it can be purchased freshly cut from your supplier or in a vacuum-packed confection. My suggestion is for you to conserve it in the fridge at a temperature over 40 Fahrenheit or a little bit less. If not, it is best to keep it vacuum sealed or in a transparent plastic food bag. If kept in lower temperature below 40 Fahrenheit, leave the cheese at room temperature to better appreciate its creaminess. Particularly versatile thanks to the different level of ripening, it is the main ingredient from many recipes that are part of the Italian culinary tradition. It can be consumed as a table cheese, consumed on its own, or served with grilled vegetables, exotic salads, and fresh fruit or nuts. It is also ideal consumed as a snack with aged balsamic and fresh ripe pears. It is ideal also for grating over pasta, minestrone, and consommes, to mention just a few applications. I personally enjoy sprinkling Parmigiano on a classic dish from the city of Milano, which consists of poached asparagus, topped with fried eggs, sliced truffles when they are in season, and a dash of nutmeg. It was a dish featured on my restaurant's menu for over 35 years. It's a classic dish called appropriately Asparagi alla Milanese. The recipe will be offered to you in my blog, which is at chefwalterfinefoods.com. I will also add the link on the show notes page for you, so it will be easy to find and you can tackle it and have a success with it. As far as pairing Parmigiano with wines, I have a couple of suggestions. Keeping in mind that wine is all subjective to our own palate and preferences. I have tried the cheese with many wines, but I seem to return to a local Sangiovese, which is always open to debates because it can be produced in Emilia-Romagna as well as Tuscany, where the grape really shines in its perfume and clean flavors. If you are having the cheese as an after-dinner choice, I will select a nectar-like honey and nut-scented Albana Passito. The salty-sweet combination is truly delightful. There is so much more to say about the cheese, but you have the actual condensed version. All you need to remember is that the processing method of Parmigiano Reggiano is substantially the same as it was 9 centuries ago and uses the same basic ingredients: milk, rennet, and salt, without any additives or preservatives. And I can tell you that as a chef, that in itself is enough for me to pay the high price. There are no substitution for quality, ladies and gentlemen. And that is all for this episode. Follow this podcast on your preferred platform and subscribe to our Foodcast video on YouTube under the Chef Walter Cooking School channel. If you like to read more than listening, well, our newsletter, News You Can Eat 24, is waiting for you. And if you happen to be on occasion today, keep your eyes on the fire, and thanks for listening. Chat with you soon. Ciao, ciao.
Flavors and Knowledge is brought to you by Chef Walter's Cooking School in Cranston, Rhode Island. For classes, workshops, events, and programs, please visit our website at chefwalterscookingschool.com. For all other services offered by Chef Walter's Food Group, check out our main website, chefwalter.com.